Welcome to Vlogmas 2025 on Jamie Chaotic, where every day from December 1st to the 24th, I will be decorating and decluttering one area of my home, because 'tis the season to decorate, shop, host parties with friends and family, and be otherwise drowning in the stress, mess, and chaos of the holiday season. I hope the videos of me getting my shit together can provide you with some decluttering motivation and a few moments of relaxation during these trying times. Thanks for watching. Now on to today's mess. Oh man, I just ate some spaghetti and I got it all over my shirt. I'm gonna have to change my clothes. I feel like it's still in my teeth too. Probably should have gotten myself together a little bit better before I started all this. Okay, let's pick the next location and then I will change my shirt and brush my teeth. I'm nervous. Oh, hit me right where I didn't want to be. No, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Actually, no, I'm changing my mind. I'm changing my mind right now. I'm looking forward to doing this. This is gonna be great. This is gonna be wonderful. We're doing the coffee bar. Last year, this about broke me. It did break me. It was really hard. It put me in a bad place. But this year, it's gonna be good. We just bought a coffee maker Nespresso combo machine. I think we've had it for 2 or 3 days now, and it's sitting in a weird spot in the kitchen. And you know I just did the kitchen. So I want it out of that weird spot and onto the coffee bar where it belongs. And when you get a new gadget, that means you can let go of some of the old stuff. I need different kind of storage now for the little Nespresso pods. And I love my Nespresso pods. Like, it's borderline unhealthy how much coffee I've been drinking. I actually bought some decaf ones because I was like, I'm never gonna sleep again because I'm addicted to making my own little mochas and macchiatos and cappuccinos and stuff. So anyway, my initial reaction was to freak the heck out about this, but actually I think it's gonna be good. And I know some of the stuff that's in there, I want to put in the white cabinet. Just a couple things. I think what I have going on in the coffee bar is actually going okay. It just needs a little bit of tweaking. It's not gonna be as bad as it was last year. It's not. It's not gonna take as long. It's not gonna be as bad. No, it's not. Here's the proof that that's what I pulled. There we go. Coffee bar. God save the queen. Okay, I actually don't have a ton of time right now before I have to go get the kids from school. Hi, Max. You're always here and involved in all this, aren't you? Max, I love you. Such a good boy. Since I don't have a lot of time, I'm just going to do the initial little walkthrough of what needs to happen, because I have been thinking long and hard about this, okay? When you get a new gadget or a new appliance, you got to do some thinking about where it's going to go and what's going to change. So here's the state of the coffee bar. It is not great. And actually, I'm going to back up a little more even. And there's all this too. Hi, I'm drinking a Dr. Pepper. You caught me. There's all this too, but we're not going to talk about that right now. We will, though. This will get addressed at some point. Here's our lovely before shot, okay? Here's the thing. I would love to paint this wall. But I'm a little bit behind on Vlogmas now, so I'm not gonna do it. I might eventually paint this whole room. Blake really likes the blue color that I did in the other room, and he likes this room being dark. He's just a mole person, and he loves darkness. Makes him sound really weird. Not in a weird way. It's just cozy for him. He likes the dark vibes and his lamps on and stuff. So that and just this whole room needs addressing, right? This has been the room where I'm like, well, that's Blake's stuff. I don't care. I'm not doing anything in there. But it's not all Blake's stuff. And there's a lot that I need to do in here and should do in here. But for now, we're working on the coffee bar. I'm going to start with the wall because that does need to get addressed. No, I'm not going to paint it. since last year, we got a new breaker box. Was that since last year? I don't remember now. Maybe the old breaker box. I think the old breaker box was there last year. So they probably had trouble getting insurance at the beginning of this year, which was like a thing that was happening. So they went into all the units and they replaced all of the electrical panels, which great. I'm really happy about that. Don't want the house to burn down from an electrical fire. So that was nice, but the electrical panel is a huge eyesore, okay? The old electrical panel was at least painted the color of the wall, and I just like put up a picture on it. It was actually one of those little boards where you can change the letters to like write little sayings and stuff. I used Velcro command strips and I Velcroed it right onto the outside of that box. Well, now this box is a lot bigger. It's not painted and it's an eyesore. So what I'm gonna do you see that painting that is like a knockoff Mondrian painting right there? I painted that in high school and I've always liked it and I've kept it ever since. It's on a canvas, so it has some dimensionality to it, and I would like to hang it over this electrical panel, okay, and block it, which means I'm moving this rack. I'm probably gonna move the coffee sign over somewhere, and this bulletin board that my mom made is going into my office. So I've already decided everything I want to do on this wall. I also want to explain about this wall a little bit because I get lots of really helpful, well-meaning suggestions about stuff all the time. And the problem is I don't always like fully explain everything, you know? So I get a lot of like, oh, well, how come you don't do this? Or you should do this here and that kind of stuff. But there's usually a reason why I can't or don't. I've just never told you guys before. So how would you know if I don't tell you? So here's a great way to explain what I'm talking about. See these nails? See how that one is like ripping out of the wall right there? This one is the best way to show you. That's as far as that nail can go into the wall. I don't know what the wall is made out of. It's not wood though. It's drywall on top of something that is impenetrable. So when I put a nail into the wall, it's only going into the drywall. That's it. So it's going like, what, half an inch, 3/4 of an inch, and it's only in drywall. And it can't go through the drywall. I think the wall might be metal. It might have like metal sheeting behind the drywall. I'm sure like with the right kind of screws, you can go all the way into it. I mean, they had to attach to the drywall somehow, but it's not something that I want to F around and find out. You know what I mean? It's got all the wires behind it. It's the electrical wall. So I'm not going to be screwing stuff into this wall. And anything I do hammer into the wall, it needs to be really lightweight. That's why I took my mugs off of this rack. Lots of people suggested hang the mugs on this rack. And I'm like, yeah, that was my idea at first. But then the nails started ripping out of the wall and I can't get it in there any better. So it's not an option. And that's fine because the mugs I was hanging on here just to display, the ones that were like, well, if it falls, they're going to break. And I'm aware of that, but it's okay. They got just so dingy and gross because I also just like wasn't using them. And they just got really dusty. And I don't know, like I would love to have a really cool way to hang all of my mugs and display them and have it be super cute, but it's just not going to happen. It's not going to happen for me. And I've come to terms with it. So we're going to make this more functional. I'll open up the insides and I'll tell you what's working and what's not working since last time. Oh, I'm also going to show you this real quick before we start. Here's my new baby. Here's my new toy. I'm loving it so much. It's the Ninja. It's a regular drip coffee on this side and the Nespresso pods, like these kind of Nespresso pods for espresso on this side. I don't know. I feel like everything in my entire life has improved ever since I bought this thing. I love it so much. Actually, I'm going to keep that open so that it dries out a little bit. Yeah, so I love it. We used to use this. The Chemex pour over coffee works great. I still recommend this if you have the time and patience and want the little ritual in the morning of hand brewing your coffee. I love this. It's simple. You boil some water, you put the filter and the coffee in there, and you pour it over. And it works great. And you can put it on the stove to reheat it if you need to. But all of that takes a lot more time. And Blake is the one who gets up first in our house. And lately, he has not been making coffee, and that's a problem for me because usually when I wake up in the morning the coffee's made, and it hasn't been, and it's because he's been waking up late or he doesn't want to take the time to make the coffee, and so he just doesn't. And he is somebody who can live without coffee. I am not. So we decided we needed a new solution, and here it is. And it's so good. And I've always wanted the Nespresso, little espresso pod deal. Again, same thing with like an actual espresso maker. Like, I'm just not going to use it. I've had one before and it was great. I had like a little kind of cheapy one, you know. I know you can get real fancy with espresso makers and stuff, but I had one that was good enough. I actually think it was a Ninja. It was half espresso, like with the little, you know, thing you would tamp down the grinds and do that. It was half coffee maker, half espresso. I had that a long time ago, I think like in my first apartment before I had kids, and I had time to do that kind of thing, but now I don't. So the little Nespresso pods have been so good. But again, I am drinking more espresso than is medically safe at this point. So it's also bad in that regard. Like, it's too easy to just pop one of those in there and then have an espresso. But I love it. So we're going to be not using this anymore. I don't feel like we need it anymore. I think we can just get rid of it, to be honest with you. Moving this over here. This is the little section that it's supposed to be on. The problem is there's no room. My electric tea kettle and then the Chemex used to sit right here on this little hot plate. I still need the electric tea kettle. Want the electric tea kettle. It's cute. And I do still boil water to make tea because I drink a significant amount of tea as well. Not lately since I've been having so much espresso, but I do still like drinking tea. I just turned that on. My bad. So I need to make more room on here. Obviously, it's been chaotic and getting it's been getting out of hand up here lately anyway. I've just been plopping stuff down here and haven't even tried to clean it up lately because I knew I was going to be doing this video, let's be honest. But I'd say 2 weeks ago, this was all cleared off. So I do tend to just plop stuff down here, but then I also tidy it up rather often. So it's not wonderful, and I want it to be a little better. My idea is to move the KitchenAid because the KitchenAid has nothing to do with coffee or tea anyway. I'm going to put it on the kitchen counter, I think right over here where that wine is. I'm going to move the wine into our wine refrigerator, which we have. That's all dessert wine, so it's like a different kind of wine, but honestly, it should be in the wine fridge anyway. We have room in the wine fridge, I think, for all of it, and if 1 or 2 bottles doesn't make it in, then it gives me an excuse to open them up and drink them. Just throwing that out there. And then I'm going to get rid of the little rack because it's just one more thing to get dusty and have out. And I'm going to put the KitchenAid mixer right there. Here's the kitchen, you guys. Do we want a little peek at how things are functioning? Here's, I just realized, like, let's go ahead and show it. Here's real life. This is how it's been maintained. I would say it would probably take me 2 minutes to put away the stuff that needs to be put away. There's a little bit of a problem area growing here, but not this. This is not a problem. There's no problem with this. These need to get returned to Blake's parents. And then this is something I'm taking to a Christmas party because I don't care for olives. All this is fine. That was there anyway. And then we've got this that I decluttered the stuff in it. Blake washed it, so that needs to get put with my other decluttering stash of containers. That's filled with cookies. This got washed. We made pasta last night and it didn't get put back where it belongs. Blake has a tendency to wash the pots and then leave them on the stove. But there's a very specific spot where that goes. It would have been really easy to just put it away. This was my mess from lunch. I cut some onion and then didn't put it away. That has been sitting out still. This can get folded back up. This is just happened from lunch. I did that. Dirty dishes, clean dishes that need to be put away. These I haven't put away. All of this I haven't put away because it goes on the coffee bar. So I left it out on purpose. But, oh, the Dr. Pepper made its way back up to the top of the fridge. That did happen. And I put these here. I did this on purpose with intention because they'll be gone pretty soon. And I thought if we put them right here, people, namely my children, would see them and eat them. And it's accurate because there's hardly anything left. So I'd say by tomorrow morning, that will be in the trash. And I kind of don't hate the idea of a special zone for a food item that we're currently eating. Like, what if we had like a pie, you know, or like a cake or something, and we wanted a spot to put it while we like finish it off? I feel like this would be a good little spot for that. Also, sidebar, this whole video is a freaking sidebar right now, and I gotta go soon. A lot of you suggested taking the microwave and swapping it with the toaster oven. Okay, valid idea. However, there's a reason. Again, there's always like a reason why I can't. Do you see how wide and deep this is? It's counter deep. We've got a little bit of plug happening here that makes it not go back so far, but it's just about counter deep. So if I put it here, it's gonna fill up like all of this space. Like actually probably to about right here. And it's going to come all the way out to here. So it would fill up this entire corner, and the door opens this way on the microwave. It opens out this way. So you'd be standing here in this small little crevice and have to open the door, and the door would like hit you in the stomach, and the end of it would be like right here. So to get around the door that's out, like it would be like you'd have to stand right here to it and get something out of it. See, so it doesn't work that way. And I don't think you can't switch the hinge on this one either. So it just isn't laid out properly to be able to do that. And I wouldn't want to put it here either because, again, it's going to come all the way to the edge of the counter and take up this entire spot. That's why we put it here, because this is kind of like off in its own little world next to the fridge anyway. It really is the best possible spot for it. I just really would like a smaller one to be able to use a little bit more of the countertop, I guess. There's just no reason to have such a big one. You know what I mean? Yeah. Anyway, let's go back to the coffee bar. This basket I took out of the pantry. Remember when I was doing the pantry? I had an extra basket. I knew as I was doing the pantry, I would use this for all of my Nespresso stuff, and I had a use for it in the coffee bar. So far, it's balanced on a tower of stuff, but so far, this is what we're using for that, and I'll get it into here somehow. So here, let's talk about the lowers. Cat food zone has been functioning great. Cookbooks also working really well. This down here is baking supplies. I'm hoping I can get some sort of a bin or something and get all of this into the white cabinets. Baking supplies doesn't need to be in the coffee bar. You know what I mean? But I mean, cat food's in here too, but the cat food area is right here, so it makes sense. But other than that, I would like all the other foodie type stuff to be somewhere else if possible. This is tea in here. That needs a once over refresh. This is tea and a popcorn bowl that I've decided I'm going to let go of because we haven't been using it. We've been using a different one lately. There's popcorn down there. Also would like for that to be in the white cabinet if possible. There's some random mugs floating around in weird places. I love having these pots right here. This for the coffee cups kind of hasn't been making sense. And I think having the coffee cups inside this cabinet makes more sense because they won't get dusty or as dusty as easily. And I've been wanting to do that ever since last year when I did the coffee bar back then. I've just been putting it off and I haven't gotten around to it. So I think once I move some of those things out of here, I'm gonna have more room for the mugs, more room for the little like syrups and things I've been using, room for this basket, for the new coffee pods, and I'll be able to put the Nespresso right there, move the canisters over. I'm gonna have to put different things in the canisters too, because a lot of that was our like coffee making supplies. But that basically is the explanation of everything, and I gotta go pick up the kids from school. So we're gonna dive in a little while. There's our official before shot right there. Okay, we're back. I want to acknowledge my t-shirt for a second. I know it is Christmas time and it's a little odd to be wearing a skeleton Halloween kind of shirt, but it references coffee, and I thought it was appropriate to wear a coffee shirt while I redo my coffee bar. And all of my coffee shirts, every shirt I have, which is multiple, that references coffee, they're all Halloween shirts as well, which is strange. I didn't know coffee and Halloween went hand in hand like that. But anyway, I am going to start with the top. I actually want to move this too, because this isn't supposed to live here and that's not supposed to live here, and it would be really nice if this stuff wasn't living here. So I'm going to check the garage situation. This can happen. Just stuff works its way in here, and I don't know why. Okay, all right. That's nice. I'm going to sweep a little bit. That cleared out some room. Okay, now that that's handled, I got a little more breathing room here. I'm just gonna go ahead and take everything off for now so I can give this a good clean, even if it's stuff that's gonna go back on there like this. So we'll start there. I always think that's like the easiest way to start. It's just to like clear the surface. Oh, you stay there. Make sure we're still recording. Okay, I'm gonna constantly be checking that. Okay, this is artwork. I just don't think that's gonna happen. I think I'm gonna end up selling those. Don't totally know yet, but that's where things are headed. Oh my gosh, I love all these little teas and things. Should make a spot of tea. And I'm also thinking an espresso. All right, we have extra screws and things in all likelihood. These should really just be thrown away, but I don't know. I just don't know. Does anybody else hoard the little like brackets and extra screws and things when you put something together? Just me? Okay, garage. Food, tea, more tea, more tea. I have a tea hoarding problem. Let's be honest. There's a rogue marshmallow. This more food. Those might be stale by now. This little scale actually doesn't go here. It really is supposed to live right there. I'm gonna throw this out. I think this is a Blake thing. This is trash. Honestly, that's trash. These labels are trash. This goes with this. That's some medicine. These two things actually go in the office. And this is Blake's tea, like a tea for golf tea. Come here, big bubba. Okay, now let's clean. I guarantee this is gonna look like dark brown by the time I'm done, because there's so much, we still filming? Okay. There's so much coffee spillage on this, and because it's a dark wood, and I just know there is, not that I've seen it or anything, but I just know every time I clean this, when I haven't cleaned it for a while, it's just black with coffee. And it's nice that it doesn't show it, but it's also not nice because then I don't clean up the spill right away if there's a speckle of something, and then it ends up being a lot dirtier than I think. Okay, this wasn't even the coffee side over here, so let's see how dirty that was. I mean, dusty, yeah, but not totally dirty. I just sort of flip this over to the other side. Let's see the coffee side. That was pretty dirty. I feel like it's really dark in here. I'm really sorry that it's so dark. This is just the dark side of the moon. This is the dark side of the house. I'm gonna go over that one more time. I feel like it's not clean yet. Slight OCD tendency there. Yeah, see, there's still some coffee bits. This cabinet is not my favorite. I mean, I like it. I think it looks nice, but it's, you know, it's cheap. It's just a cheap thing. So the top is getting damaged just from moisture and heat It's starting to chip a bit. I also don't care so much. Like, at least it's something that I don't have to worry about, like, keeping really nice, because it is just kind of a cheapy thing. The white front stains really easily. Just don't worry about that rub mark right there. That is where my cat, Oliver, used to wipe his side of his mouth because it's near the food. So whenever it'd be time to feed him, he would always rub his face right there. Blake and I both can't bring ourselves to clean it off. It's gross. I'm aware that it's gross, but also it's not like we're ever touching that spot, so it kind of doesn't matter. But it's just our little reminder of Ollie. He was the sweetest. Ultimately, someday we'll get a different thing for here and we'll just throw it out, but I can't bring myself to clean it off. And I'm not going to, and I'm not gonna feel bad about it either. It was my baby. All right, I'm gonna move the Nespresso into place first, because that's a non-negotiable. Being dangerous moving it with the coffee pot on it, but I'm being very careful. Okay, yes, that fits there nicely. Indeed it does. We've got our extension cord here, which I'm gonna leave out. I'm gonna do that for right now. That works. All right. Is this thing centered properly? I feel like it's weirdly not centered on the wall right now. It looks weird. It looks odd. Where's my measuring device? I also have lost my real measuring device. 26, shy of 26, 31. Oh, hi. Hi, you want me to make something? 31, that's what I thought. It looked really weird. Did I say 31? So maybe I need to do 2.5 inches. 28, yep. 28.5. 28.5, okay. Maybe it just seems weird. I don't know, it just seems a little weird, but that's okay. So now we need the coffee grinder. Do I want to center this? I just feel like it seems bulky right there. But then what do I do about my canisters? It's fine. I'll get used to it. It's just because I'm not used to having something bulky right here. I'm sure I will get used to it. I'm sure I will. It will be fine. Hate that. That needs to come down. I'm not an addict. What's happening? Are we out of space? Right. Now you can recycle these, right? Wow, that was quick. Super funny. Let's just get a bag for now, because I think you can recycle these. And if I can, I will, because it'll make me feel better. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, hello. Oh, hello, I'm fine. So I'm not gonna do this now. I'm not gonna make this decision now, loud. But what if I put the microwave over here? It would no longer be the coffee bar. I could still store the coffee stuff in it. But what if the coffee maker lived where the microwave is? I would have more counter space right there, at least a little bit. And then the big bulky microwave would be just all the way over here out of the kitchen. Doesn't make as much sense for like the flow of cooking though. So that's my initial gut reaction to like not do it. Especially if I got a smaller microwave. But then like the canisters would be over here, like everything else coffee related would be over here. So it really makes more sense to have like things together. I just really would like a different spot for my microwave. I just really hate the microwave. That's all there is to it. I am gonna put one caffeine one in there. Never tried this one. Notes of dry cereal. Oh, it smells so good. Yeah, dry cereal. Interesting. I'm not gonna
froth anything today. I'm just gonna do a quickie. You get to see the process of me making an espresso, or I don't know what you would call this. A double espresso, half calf with half and half. A half calf. Half and half calf, double espresso. Mama. Okay, the other things I want over here are the canisters. I want these back over here. I love them. They work so very well. However, we can clean them out. These are the filters. These filters go with something else, but these are the filters for the new coffee maker. I bought some more. These go with something else. This goes with the one that I think we're getting rid of. So I'm gonna put those together. Here's the new filters. This one has sugar in it. That actually has sugar in it. I feel like we don't need to use the big one for filters. I'm gonna do that later. Maybe we do. Maybe it's just nice to have the big one be for filters. I'm gonna go ahead and keep these in there too. Although I got this from my mom last year as a Christmas present. It's a pour over single cup coffee maker. So those are the filters that go with that. But this makes single cups now. So sorry, Mom, but I don't think I need this anymore. Maybe she would want it for herself. Maybe she would want it back. I used it a lot up until now. It was very useful. Okay, so that's those two. Let's get the next two. All right, this one, I think I have extra stir sticks, and I do need to replenish the stir sticks, but this is also getting grubby. This is for the single brew deal. Clean this out real quick. Okay, this needs to be here. It's for my tea. This needs to be here. Bang it out real quick. Hey-o. Probably about time to get a new one of these, but it's fine. It's fine. Okay, this little basket works great. We keep it right here. We keep the coffee beans right here as well. And that works. Extra stir sticks are in this. Just wipe this down a little bit. Just a good opportunity to give everything a wipe. Just make sure nothing's getting scuzzy. This spoon, I thought this spoon was the spoon that goes in the sugar, but there is a spoon in the sugar. I'm gonna throw this spoon away in the trash. I'm going to trash it. It's all chunked up like it was stuck in a garbage disposal at some point. So that is garbage. I do wipe these down semi-regularly because I care about them a lot and I like to keep them nice. I don't want them to get stained or anything. And we do open them and use them every single day. So at least, you know, a couple of them. This one and the coffee one don't get opened all the time. So like their lids are a little bit more dirty just from sitting. But they do stay relatively clean. This one has random tea packets in it. And honestly, I like this. I have other tea. I have a significant amount of tea that I have stored inside, but like I always go to this first when I'm making a cup of tea. So I've got some more little tea bags floating around. I'm gonna put those in there because I just always tend to reach for that one first when I wanna make a cup of tea. That will work there. Lovely. Okay, what are we thinking? Oh, I'm thinking I really love espresso. While I was doing all the contemplating about this area, I decided I'm going to keep the electric tea kettle on the little cart. Well, wait, if I'm gonna do that, then the tea should be on that too. Okay, obviously I didn't think it through all the way. But the idea, I've made a hot cocoa bar over on the little cart right next to the dining table. We, as a family, have been loving that. And it's just like a holiday thing. I'm not gonna have a hot cocoa bar set up all year long, but I could have that be a tea cart. And I have been doing a very like intentional afternoon tea kind of moment lately. And I feel like it would just be so sweet and cute to have like a little tea cart set up in our house. And I do drink tea a lot. So this could just be the coffee bar and then the little cart could be the tea cart when it's not hot cocoa season. But if I'm doing that, then it makes more sense to have the tea over there, obviously. So let's just put the tea kettle here for now. Maybe we don't start reinventing the wheel. Maybe I'll reinvent this wheel after Christmas. Because right now it's hot cocoa anyway. We like it as is. We've been drinking a lot of hot cocoa, a lot of coffee, a lot of cocoa, a lot of mochas. A lot of that has been happening lately. It's a little crowded, not gonna lie, because this has a milk frother that goes out like this. It's okay though, it's fine. I think, again, I'm just not used to it. It's really fine. If I'm gonna use the milk frother, I can just move the tea kettle. Not that big of a deal. I feel like I have a lot more surface to work with here when I'm actually doing stuff. I just hate this big gray box. Let me get my picture real quick. Can I reach this? Can I get here? Oh, Blake. Oh, geez, so many records. Why? Who hurt you? Oh, my foot's stuck. Oh, dear God. Originally, I was thinking this. And I think, even though it's blocked by the coffee maker a wee bit, I think that will make me visually less upset. I'm gonna put this in the office because that's what's happening to this anyway. Lord, it was heavier than I expected. Just put this up here for now, for nowsies. Here's the thing. Okay, let's have a powwow. I don't like the way the Mondrian looks with the turquoise canisters. And if I have the tea kettle over on the tea cart, I feel like I should have the canisters over on the tea cart too, even though the sugar we use for coffee, but people use sugar for tea as well. I do have other canisters. I could put this complete set over on the tea cart and use a couple of the other canisters I have over here, because realistically I only need some sugar and some coffee filters, but those are turquoise canisters as well, and they also don't match. I also don't have to use the Mondrian, but it is kind of where I wanted to put it, and it would block the breaker box in a way that isn't going to cause some sort of electrical fire. I'm also thinking like this and the grinder could be here. I could come up with some other container for the sugar and get the sugar down here somewhere, and the microwave could go right there, and then literally nothing would have to be on the counter. But I don't think the microwave was even gonna fit there, to be honest. Where are the feet? Well, maybe it would. Oh my God, am I doing this? It's just not gonna be cute anymore. It's not gonna be a cute coffee bar anymore if I put the microwave there. And I know that that's probably silly. Certainly it's silly. All right, I'm not going to make this decision right now. I'm not. I'm going to accept the fact that I'm not gonna totally love the way this looks when it's done. It'll be fine. Let's worry more about decluttering it and making it function. And then after Christmas, when I put all the hot cocoa stuff away and I turn that little cart into a tea cart, I'll make the decision on what to do over here. Can't do anything about it right now anyway. Plus, if I make that a tea cart, what becomes of it during Christmas time when I want to make it a hot cocoa bar again? I have to think that through also. All right, I'm thinking this shelf, because I know I don't want the coffee mugs right here. I'm thinking, what if I use this basket that has the Nespresso stuff? Need that in there too. That's like some sort of cleaning mechanism. All right, I'm moving the perspective here for a minute. Bo just came home. He's not feeling good. He's got a headache. So I don't know what I was talking about, but I'm contemplating using this for the Nespresso pods, our coffee beans, like doing one of these kind of things. I'm putting that right there. And then when we want to use something, just pull this out, pop it up here, do all the things, and then put it back. I feel like that's gonna work really well. I just have no room. I have no room here. You can't see what's going on. You're gonna see a lot of the back of me, but that's fine. That's my good side anyway. Coffee mugs are all gonna go inside eventually anyway. Once I do the insides. Ooh, that's dirtier than I would have expected. Then if I have the tea spot over there, the cups that I use primarily for tea would be over there on that little cart. Would clear up more room over here. I just have like a whole bunch of different flavors, not flavors, but types of Nespresso right now. So I wanted to keep them in their original packages so that I kind of learn what I like the most. But I think eventually I could just get some little dividers in here and just dump the pods in there and not need all the bulky packaging. But for now, this actually works fine. Do that. Do that. Does it fit this way? Oh, it even fits that way, which is really even nicer. Would we be able to do that? We would if I moved this somewhere else. I'm trying to think of what's like the ease of function for Blake. For me, I'll just slide it out and use it. But I think for him, he could just do this, pull the coffee out when he's making coffee, and then put it back in there or not, and I'll put it back in there later. Okay, tin roof. I was thinking of putting coffee mugs in there, I'm okay with the pots right here, by the way. There's nothing else under there, right? No. I think that looks great and it works fine and it's pretty and I like it. And I'm gonna leave that alone. Don't fix something that ain't broken. Thinking. Deep thoughts. The cat thing is fine. I don't even want to pull it out, but I will. I want to find where I want to put the coffee mugs first. I think I want to put the coffee mugs in the top right here. So I'm just going to take this out. Just take it all out. Okay. This is excessive. See, obviously a lot of stuff other than tea has been getting shoved into that. It's also tea. We haven't been making. It's a coffee mug, travel, Starbucks type deal. That actually might need to get relocated. Got extra ones of these. This can get relocated because those are lunch bags or snack bags for the kids. Can you see anything? Can you see anything I'm doing anywhere? All right, popcorn I know I don't want in here. All this popcorn making stuff. Haven't touched it since last year. Gonna have to have a conversation with Blake about this. Okay, this and this and this I want to relocate. The lunchbox, actually, this one is gonna get donated and I'm gonna sell these popcorn bowls because we use a different one now. Okay, so these need to go in there too. This needs to go in there and this needs to go in there. Is there anything else in here now? Oh, one way back in the back. Oh yeah, okay, good. I'm gonna wipe those out. I know you're just seeing the back of me again, but it's tight quarters here. I'm thinking travel and insulated mugs in the middle, regular coffee mugs up top, and then the tea basket, because that could slide out easy at the bottom. I feel like that makes sense to me. Can stack these. Can and I will. I'm also thinking I can probably declutter that one. It's getting a little dishwasher damaged, unfortunately. Gotta keep this one. Big Bubba. I'm sure there's some in the dishwasher too, so I'm not gonna pack it totally tight in there. Coffee mugs, travel mugs. These fit, right? Yeah. Big ones over here because that's more Blake, although that one's mine too. These ones are mine. These ones are smaller. Actually, Blake said that this one is more for his desk at work, so he can take that. These are technically wine for wine, but the kids use them for hot cocoa and they work fine. That other one over there too. Am I missing a lid? I know Blake has some more, so I'm gonna leave some room. I think Blake has two other real big ones which could fit there, so that's all looking good. These two I'll move elsewhere. How we doing? We doing good. I think we doing really good, actually. I really need some sort of a bin for the baking stuff. Do these bins fit in here? Oh my gosh, if this fits, this is gonna be the solution. Please fit. Let's test it in this one. Oh no. Oh, it's a little too big. Darn. Darn. Well, nice try. Life with kids. I keep getting interrupted. But, okay, let's just do this now. Whoops, I bumped you. Can we just be like this, maybe? Let's just be like this for right now. All right. Let's do this. Instructions. Dishwasher. Ninja. My instinct is to throw all of this away, but Blake wanted to keep it. Blake wanted to keep all this stuff. Hey, maybe this is one of the little categories I could put in my home binder that I talked about last time. Yeah? Like all the dishwasher manuals and stuff. That's a stupid thing to hang on to that I could just toss in there as like the home appliance category. Once again, I want to point out that I would throw all of that away because you can look up all the manuals online, but Blake thinks we need to keep it for some reason. It's not even technically our dishwasher. It belongs to the owners of the building. But how do I like the ASMR sweet sounds of me whispering? I think it's super creepy. Bunch of these little koozies, beer koozies. That was from our trip to Iowa the last time we were there when Blake's grandma was alive, and we went to this restaurant, and the owner came and gave us a bunch of these koozies, and it was really nice. And I don't think Blake's gonna want to let go of those. Okay, tea. Okay, this. Oh, I did have a nice teacup in there. I've been looking for this. Weird. Oh, there's some hot cocoa in here too. See why you do this? All right, these I do use. These I do use and I do want. Oh my God, I had the Mexican hot chocolate still. Okay, I'm gonna put all this on the hot cocoa bar. There's hot cocoa here too. I didn't know I was hoarding hot cocoa in here. There's something sticky in here. I need to fix that. So let's see, this is tea. I'm not gonna get rid of any of the tea. Another hot cocoa. Tea is all good. I don't know what this random tea bag is. I haven't been using this. Okay. Bunch of stuff was going on. I got distracted. I had to take some stuff off of my phone, but let's get back to this. Life was happening. I'm going to just take the stuff that I want to relocate at the moment, put it in the place of relocation. That's, nope, these two. It's got some, my baby fork and things, baby utensils. I'm gonna put those in the hutch with the other keepsake stuff. I don't know why it's with my tea. And then this stuff I'm gonna put in the white cabinet. Okay, I'm slowly moving some other things back over here as well. Like this is what I put my tea bags on, you know? Okay, this I don't think I need. This, I'm trying to remember what it went to. And I honestly can't remember. Did it go to this? No, because that has its own thing. That doesn't make any sense. Well, and then a random tea bag that I'm gonna throw out. Okay, here's some more tea I had. All right, I'm gonna empty this out and clean it. Because I think I got honey on it. Yeah, there's honey dripped in there, which I do like keeping honey in here. I don't know why I took it out. Maybe because it was dripping all over it. Let's load the tea back in. Yes, I do need all this tea. Don't judge me. I love tea. Freaking love tea. Okay. All right. Well, I think this side is done. Hi, Max. Are you checking it out? What do you think, Max? Do you approve? Do you think I'm doing something that has to do with your food? Okay. I know it's very dark, but hopefully you can kind of see that. I think that is working fantastically thus far. This, put in there. This, I don't, you know, I leave it out. This is something that I just leave out, and I don't mind that. These are all like my little things I use for making tea, and I think it's fine. This I'm gonna put in here so that I remember that it's in there. Good. Okay, good. Now we just have this side to work on. I wish I just had one more basket like that I could put all the baking stuff in here, because I was looking in my white bookshelves, and yes, I do have room to put the baking stuff in the white bookshelves, but what am I gonna put in here? I was trying to think, and I don't know if I have anything else that I need to put in that spot, so might as well leave all that stuff there if I don't need to remove it for any reason. I'm trying to think of what I could keep in there. I mean, I really can't think of anything right now. So I might, oh, here's a lunchbox. Okay, that shouldn't be in there. One thing, oh, hey, this. Okay, this should be in here. Okay, so maybe I'm gonna clear out a whole shelf just for the coffee carafe. Oh my gosh, actually I don't need this anymore, do I? Because our coffee pot now keeps things hot. No, I wouldn't ever need this for anything. So I guess I'm decluttering that too. Okay, and this goes elsewhere. The rest of the stuff in there, I know it's super dark and hard to see. Yeah, this is all baking stuff, mixer, accessories. I want everything that's in here, and I'm gonna just leave it alone. Actually, I would like another basket to put all that stuff in, but I don't have one right now, and I could probably realistically find some baskets that fit in here even better than this. These are things I already had, but they don't fill up the entire space. I prefer utilizing the whole space if I'm gonna have a basket. These are the letters for that little message board that I said I used to have up here and don't know where that is at the very moment. I'm going to work on looking behind those cookbooks. I think there's something back there. I think my lemonade pitcher is back there. That could go in the white cabinet for sure. So let me put you on the tripod and work on that. And then I'm also going to sort through the cat basket. All right, I'm going to move these. Excuse me, Maxwell. All right, cookbooks. I hate that this is in here diagonally. Bothers me. The picture. It's gonna go somewhere else. This is the thing that I actually use, so maybe that goes like that. Everything else, I'm sorry, you probably can't see what I'm doing. Everything else is gonna go like this. Okay. All right, the cookbooks look way better. I'm gonna give this a once over, but I just did that recently, and I think it's fine. I can take the cat medicine out of this because it's almost empty. The rest of this is good. Cat info. So this goes, like I said, in my little binder. The binder that I haven't made yet. All right, so that is good. And this, will trash. This, I'm not sure. I'm gonna just set it somewhere else for now. I know that the board is in here somewhere. And this I'm gonna move to here. It's also some tea. And we're done. I feel like I need to take before and after pictures tomorrow because it's so dark, but oh, I didn't take all of those down yet. This is like 95% done, but I'm not gonna do like official photos yet because it's like a dungeon in here right now. Here, will this help? Did I even plug that in? It's not even plugged in. So no, it's not gonna help. I need to put stuff into the white cabinet now. So let's go over there and complete the thing. Okay, I'm gonna just file away some of this stuff. This and this, I think can go in here. Good. Anything else that goes in there? I don't think so. So it's mostly stuff that's gonna go on this side. So let's see, this I'm selling. This, Blake's taking this to work. So I really need to just make room for, oh, actually these should go in here. I think I have a spot for them right in this container here, because this is what I use them for. Perfect. Okay, good. I'm recording this because we're having a discussion. It's related. It's related to what's going on.
Does this ever
expire? What is it?
This is the
salt?
Seasoning salt. That orange salt.
Oh.
It still smells fine.
It's probably fine if it's just salt.
Yeah, it's the butter that goes bad.
Yeah, the butter we threw out. 07, 09, 27.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I will, probably.
Okay. The popcorn kernels have both expired by like many years.
Oh.
But what could possibly go wrong with a popcorn kernel? It's just not going to pop?
I don't know.
What should I do?
Throw them.
Throw them away?
How many years?
This one expired in 2001.
2001?
Sorry, 2021.
What?
2021 and and 2023. So a couple years and 4 years. You gotta Google it?
Hey Siri.
Siri.
Do popcorn kernels expire? They generally dry out rather than go bad. Assuming they smell okay, they should be fine. Probably won't be as fluffy. And have a lot more that won't pop.
That's what I figured. Maybe they wouldn't pop.
I'll just throw them out. We'll get more.
Throw them out?
Yeah. Get another one. Maybe not as big thing like that.
Get like a small size of them like that next time.
Yeah.
People said that you can put it in like a little planter and feed it to birds. But actually, maybe they meant pop it and then give it to birds. Just throw it out. I don't know what to do. Do you want all of these?
Maybe not all of them.
2?
Yeah.
Get rid of the rest?
I'm going to keep that as my last memento that I saw Grandma.
Yeah, I know. No, don't think about it right now. So I'm going to move stuff around a little bit. I don't have very much that I have to put in here, so let's just move this. This can go behind the candy, kind of by the popcorn bowl. If you wanted to use one of these, Blake, if you were going to use one of these, where would you look for it? Where would be your first instinct to go find it?
Junk drawer.
A junk drawer? We don't have any junk drawers. A junk drawer.
That's all I got. if I ever use them. That's the thing.
Do you want me to just put it in the china cabinet as a memento of Grandma? Okay. Just one?
Yeah. Let's get rid of the rest of them.
Okay. Okay. Deal. So that's all good in there now. Here's everything we're getting rid of on this table. I mean, not this. This is just like our salt and pepper and stuff. This is my fishbowl. But this too, I'll be selling this. All this stuff we don't need anymore. Most of it because of our new coffee maker. So that's cool. I will finish the last little touches on the coffee bar tomorrow when it's not pitch black in there. Hello, it's the next morning and I did a little more thinking. I have gathered up my tea snacks, coffee snacks. I've been calling it fika. It's like a Swedish tradition where you have a tea or coffee break and a little sweet treat or cracker or something in the afternoon and slow down and yada yada. So I've gathered up all of those snacks, all of these little jellies. I don't know how to say that. Bonnie Mammon. I think it's French. Are these French jellies? I'm bad with French words and pronunciation, but I have an advent calendar this year and every day is another little tiny jelly. And obviously I can't eat that much jelly like every single day. So they've started accumulating, which is fine. Blake and I have been sharing one every now and then with some toast, and it's delicious and wonderful. However, they're starting to just float around. So I found a little extra container. During the declutter, I'm saving all my little containers. I'm going to put all my little crackers and caramels and goodies in this, and I think I'm going to put it down with the tea. I think it's going to be able to just slide in there. I probably should double check that really quick. I'm thinking just like, oh yeah, it'll go right on top of the tea, which is perfect because I will have it with the tea. So we're going to do that. I think I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to address the wall a little bit. And then also I forgot, I got to do the wine and the mixer swap thing. So we've got a little bit more to do. I'm not as totally done as I thought. So let's just sort of speed through and wrap this baby up. All right, I'm digging it. I think it's looking good. Portions just feel wrong, but you know, it doesn't have to be perfect. I think it's okay. I feel like it kind of is like a pyramid now. I want to get some more stuff
make this more like a gallery wall. I really do, because it looks a little odd. Maybe if the wall was blue, it wouldn't look so off to me. You know what I should do? Ooh, this is a really good idea. Blake was just talking about how he's gonna take these posters, his, what do you call it? Band posters, Pink Floyd and Eric Clapton posters. He was thinking about taking them to work so that we could have like better artwork in here. Totally his decision. However, those are so lightweight. I could really get those on the wall and I think it would look kind of awesome. It kind of like fits. Well, it'd be like better to have like the 2 Pink Floyd ones there. I wonder if he'll be upset if I just do it. I mean, he wouldn't care. All right, let's do the wine situation. I'm gonna do it from this side. Have to drink this one. Oh no. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna have to drink this port in these 2 little mini bottles. Darn. Well, you gotta do what you gotta do. I freaking found the level. It was outside. See how bad this is. Oh, hello. Oh, hi. No. Oh, how? I'm a freaking master. I have a gift. This is a gift. This is still a mess. Don't get me wrong. Don't be fooled by the fact that I just moved stuff around. I did not handle anything over here. And I'm moving this right back to here for now because we truly have nowhere to put it. Oh, Jesus, criminy. And this is going on top. Why was that so heavy? Oh, there's books in there. Okay, well, so this is still a disaster. But it's going to be handled before Christmas because it has to be. And therefore it will be. So just not right now. Not in this very moment. Not doing it. This is the state of this. A lot of it, like all of that is Blake. So, and then all of this is Christmas presents. Shh, don't tell anyone. We have so much junk just in our house on the regular that the kids don't even know. Like they don't even think to like sneak and find this. So that is the good thing about having like storage totes all around all the time. Automatic hidden presents.